18 days till pitchers and catchers.
It's right around the corner. Caleb Love, third most important Blazer. The answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
But just barely.
But it's not that big of a gap.
But you can't dismiss the idea of it.
I can't just laugh the opinion out of the room. No, I cannot. Denny is obviously number one.
Yep.
No disagreement there.
Shaden.
You can say Shaden or Tumani.
Dude, can we, the Shaden stuff is so dumb for me. What more do we need to see than a 2-month stretch of him playing really good basketball?
Well,
if I told you coming into the year that he was going to average 23 points per game, shoot 48% from the floor and 37% from three, what more are you going to, sure, he's not an all-star. Sure, he's not an MVP. He's not an all-NBA guy.
We might not have an all-star. That's the crazy
No,
thing.
we've had one all-star in 20 years.
I know.
Now we're holding people to that standard?
We've had two.
People forget. But I just Shaden deserves to be in that category of one of the three most important Blazers.
You're not arguing with anybody on this program. I think we're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
I
nicknamed him Baby Kobe.
And we are, I think we've lost the plot a little bit on him. And then Camara is definitely valid. There was a moment early in the game when he made his first 3 shots, and I'm like, is this guy ever going to miss again?
He has games where he does that. He'll say
wasn't he perfect against the Kings? I don't think he missed a shot.
And then he'll start a game 0 for 7.
And that's the thing is he'll have these games and he'll be like, he's 4 for 4 from 3, and you're like, it's the second quarter. How many is he going to get?
Yeah.
He'll end up with 5, and then he'll have the next game where he's 1 for 8.
Sure, and then he goes 7 for 7, and you're like, where the hell did that come from?
And
that's just who he's going to be offensively.
Yeah, I'm not going to put a lot of expectation or anger on offense. It's what he brings defensively. We know that.
If you get the good shooting nights, it's great. I'm actually going to throw at you third most important Blazer this year for me. Mm-hmm. Is Donovan Klingan.
That's who Sprague said.
That's what I said.
Robert Williams is unreliable, to say the least. You drafted a guy out of China for the 16th pick who clearly can't play in the NBA right now.
Unreliable in what way? Just being
availability.
Okay,
when he plays, he's great.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, how many games has he played this year, and will he get hurt again? Will they trade him? He's just not a guy night in and night out that you can count on.
And we can't trust the other center at all. He's in the G League.
No, he's a rookie that can't have an impact. And so that was a bit, you rolled the dice buying DeAndre Ayton out in the offseason in the hopes that Donovan Klingan could take on a bigger role, and I am just going to check for it right now. Is Donovan Klingan still alive? Do we know that he's still alive?
He's good.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I think he's breathing.
He's playing 27 minutes a night.
Oh.
Still standing, still breathing.
Yeah.
And he's added to his offensive game. We've talked about that in the last couple of weeks.
He's continued to evolve and develop as the season goes on.
He's grabbing 11 boards a game.
He's starting to shoot some threes.
12 and 11 a game. Needing that in the middle and what he's bringing defensively, I got to put him in the top 3.
Yeah, his block numbers aren't quite what you would think they would be, but to Swag's point, because we talked about it during a break, is his impact presence, it doesn't count as a stat, but it should. There's a coach in college basketball. He basically, for his team, he counts screen assists. So did you set a screen, and did we score off of the screen?
I love that.
So he creates a stat, and the reason he does this is because he's got players that obviously want their shine, but they're not necessarily those kind of players.
You're not coming off a screen to get a shot. We're not drawing that play up for you.
Yeah, let's create a stat so you can understand that you're impacting this, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good idea. I think Donovan could say the same defensively. I know there's absolute metrics you could use, but his blocks might not be what we thought they would be, but his presence kind of means everything with what they're doing down low. Look, the top 3 to 4, you could easily cement. I jokingly threw it out.
He's been incredibly important this year.
But in their red-hot month of January, they're 9-2.
Yes. He's
averaging 16.2 points per game, basically 4 assists, and he's shooting 37% from 3.
And he's not.
Who else off the bench is giving you it?
And he's not turning it over at times.
Jeremy was hurt.
Yeah, he's been out.
And then it's what?
Nothing.
Sissoko?
Nothing.
Who doesn't have offense. Chris Murray has he broke his back spinal. He's out. So
Thibault's not playing. I don't even know if Thibaul's on the team anymore.
He's played 18 games.
Just 4 years.
He's been your only bench player for a better half of a month.
In the NBA, it is vital because you're playing 48 minutes. You have to have a scoring threat off the bench. You cannot. How often do we see this with the Warriors now because their bench is nothing? And when Steph comes out of the game, if they don't have anybody, they blow, they give up a 14-2 run right away.
His his play too is it's actually underrated, savvy vet-like in a lot of moments where he comes in and he's a rookie and all that. And again, the efficiency numbers aren't great either, but it's just how he scores and when he scores. And it's hard to explain that other than you watch the game and you see the impact of.
They need somebody right now, and he comes down and hits a couple of threes,
there's
and
2
you're like,
threes.
they needed that offensively.
They needed that badly, right?
Yeah.
And so he's not ahead of Donovan. He's not ahead of Shaden. He's not ahead of Denny. I think you can make a real claim with the injuries they've had to deal with.
Yeah, the other guys haven't been reliably in the lineup.
He's right there in the 4 argument of, like, that's how important he's been. He's on a 2-way deal. It's insane that they've had to rely on him, but also almost equally insane that he went undrafted and he's become this. It's one of the better rookie stories of the class.
He's leading the rookies in points this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the NBA. That's not a weak sample size. We're almost at the All-Star break.
And he's developing, too, because
scorer.
the rap on him and why, he's with Carolina. They go to a title, and they let him go. He goes to Arizona.
I don't know if they let him go, more so he
there
just
were rumors about
money.
stuff happening behind the scenes, too, about teammates
Anyway.
and whatever.
But Caleb Love could just as easily shoot you out of a game as he could shoot you to a victory.
He eliminated my team from the tournament last year. They should have beaten Arizona, but he got hot, and he shot them into the next round.
But he also could go 3 for 21 and be a total ball
and he's
hog.
had those nights in the NBA. He's had those 1 for 8 nights.
And that's why there's another level of development he'll have to get if he wants to be a starter. But as a bench guy, you love that mentality.
Okay, let me ask you. I mean, you could
because in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I need I need somebody that's a little unconscious,
Go
and
shoot.
I'll rein him in if
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let's run a set.
Right.
How is he compared to Joan Behringer?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Young Hansen?
Better.
Thomas Sorber.
I don't know who that is.
Carter Bryant.
Yeah, how is Carter Bryant doing this
his
year?
minutes
Not
have
getting
tailed
minutes.
off.
He's not doing
He doesn't
much.
get minutes
Our
yet.
guy's not doing much, huh?
Noah Asengwe.
I couldn't tell you.
Kaman Malawach.
Hey, he's the center from Duke, right?
Colin Murray Boyles.
Yeah, I remember
Igor
him.
Demon. Like, you go through the class, man, he's outperformed a lot of guys in the top 20 of
What
the
about our
draft.
Washington State wing? Have his numbers tailed off?
Yeah, he's fine.
Is he
His
still having a good
3-point
year?
percentage is cool a little bit. Coward's still having a good year.
Okay.
But, he's not going to be a Knipple, a Harper, an Edge come a flag. But, like, dude, he's having
But ironically, he scored more points than all of them this year.
Well, I have to Trey
Has
Johnson's
he scored
numbers.
more than Cooper Flag?
I thought didn't Haberstroh have the stat the other night on the broadcast
Is it
that he's
total
leading
points
all?
or average?
I thought it's total points, not but maybe
total points, not average.
I thought it was total points.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that what I thought he said that the other night on the broadcast? But maybe I'm misremembering.
But I mean, you even go like a Trey Johnson, who was taken 6th overall to. I love this league.
NBA dirt.
Washington.
Duh! I was waiting for you to fill in the blank.
Hey, you know what? I'm actually not going to criticize you
You
because
mean
if you
watch
threw
a
that back
Wizards
at me,
game?
I would have forgot too. But he's averaging less points, less rebounds.
Yeah.
Like, you could look through that draft class and go, they really found that dude?
It'd be
And
a
he's
hell of a
performed.
pull. If this continues to be a hell of a pull, I will say this as we go to some college football stuff coming up next.
Jeremy Grant get a rebound.
That yes,
man.
but
That's
I,
inexcusable.
Like,
Just one.
when we did our preseason picks, I was a little bit less high on them than some, and the primary reason was because I didn't have faith in where's your depth outside of your top 6 guys.
Yep.
Who do you rely on? And I liked their starting lineup coming into the year. That made more sense to me. But my fear was if a guy or two goes down, who the hell is going to fill that void? And early on in the season, it looked like NBA Dirt was going to be right. And then Caleb Love came out of nowhere, and he's averaging double digits off the bench. And he has been a lifesaver for them throughout all these injuries early in the season. And so it's a fun question to ask because the answer is no, but it's not that easy of a no. Because without him this year, had you just signed any other Joe Schmo, like he's Ryan Rupert as your undrafted player, a guy from France who can't play in the NBA for 4 years,
I mean, they literally drafted
where
that
are
at
they
16.
at this year without Caleb Love?
For the record, they drafted that at 16. They drafted a dude who's not capable of playing.
They did.
Should be noted, should not be forgotten.
Looking good in the G League, though. Looking good.
Is he looking good? What are
I
the
don't
G
know.
League numbers?
I don't know. I'm not watching the G League.